joining me for page 8 of my virtual diary. I actually kind of like doing these things. Last time, page 7 was the interview with Gregory. So if you have not seen that, I would flip back to page 7. That one was a good one. I definitely enjoyed that one. If you want to see some more of Gregory and me doing entries together, I think you should comment below and let him know that he should start being on more of these. Anyway, page 8 is just me, where I'm going to update you on the vitamins that I take daily. And then I'm just going to babble about how when people say, you should just get to know your husband before you start having babies. Anyway, I'm gonna babble about that for a little bit, but before that, just an update on like the vitamins I'm taking. So like I'm doing this virtual diary just for like when I look back and say, girl, look at all this stuff you was doing. Or like when I do have a baby, the baby, he or she can like look at some of these video diaries and just see the journey that I had to take before in order to have a baby or while I'm waiting for the baby. So you have to subscribe. Like, go ahead and click subscribe. Like, you can pause this video, click subscribe, hit the notification button. It's like this little bell thing that's on the side to get notifications every time that I upload a video, because I'm always dreaming about the day that I'm able to put in my entry that I'm pregnant. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And I don't know how I'm gonna tell Gregory. I don't even know how I'm gonna tell hers. But it just gets me excited. It gives me a little hope. Just sit there daydreaming about the day that I can finally say, I'm having a baby. But you don't want to miss it. So you have got to subscribe and you have got to hit the bell. You do not want to miss the moment where I shout out to the world, Christine is having a baby. So, that was weird. But so today I just want to update my journey or my journal, my diary, or whoever's watching of the vitamins that I take every day. Like me and Gregory has already been through the first rounds of infertility treatments. They say you have to go through the Clomid and the shots first, or just sometimes you can just get the shots. But we chose to do you could just do the Clomid, and you have a choice to do the shots. So at first we were just doing the Clomid rounds, and then we talked about it, and I was like, well, we should just go ahead and try the shots too. So like somewhere halfway in between like the 10 or 11 months that we were doing the Clomid, we started doing the shots. And let me tell you, like the insurance does not cover any of this. The shots, they were over $100 every time. Every time I had to get a shot in my booty. It was a lot of money. But they just sent the bill, and we was doing some payment a month thing. But after that, like we took a break, and then I just started taking vitamins, and the nurse told me we started back up. We talked to one another, and it was like, okay, let's see what happens. And I called my doctor to set up an appointment, and I had the appointment set up. Like I told a couple people, like, I really need you to pray for me because I don't like walking in this journey. And I remember sending a couple text messages saying that it has me shaking in my boots that I'm even deciding to pick this journey back up and going to infertility specialists. Like I'm scared. I was scared. I think I'm embracing it more because it's my journey. But I texted a couple people. I called a couple people. And I told them that I think it was like sometime in March that I was going to have my appointment for a consultation to see what we have to do next. And like I cried a lot. Just the mere thought of going back and talking to my doctor about this. Like sometimes like I don't want anything to do with it, so I just forget about it and keep on going like nothing ever happened. But seriously, I just need to go back. So I went back, and he had referred me to a Nashville specialist because he said he can't further treat me. So that's page 1 of my diary. So you should flip back to that one. That was definitely emotional. Sorry. So what the new doc specialist said is first I had to do the blood test, and then I had to get exams. So on my blood test, I'm getting to my point here. But on the blood test, they tested like 4 things. And honestly, I forgot all of them. One of them started with a P, and another one, I might have been like hormone stuff on the second one. I don't know. And then another one was thyroids, and then the last one was vitamin D. Like she was in this arm, like filling up 4 tubes. And I really thought that like pulling blood, if I just filled up 1 tube, you could take blood in that 1 tube and just like disperse it. But no, we was filling up 4 tubes, and I was scared. But she filled up tubes, and she was testing for 4 things. So all of them came back good except for my vitamin D level. My doctor, the nurse called me and said my vitamin D level was low, super low. I don't even know what she was saying. Like, I don't even know where your vitamin D level is supposed to be. But so she prescribed vitamin D. And I think I was saying like 2 pages ago that what I thought I was going to do was just go to Kroger's, or maybe 1 page ago. I thought I was just going to go to Kroger or Walmart and just pick up some vitamins like normal and then just start taking them. But oh no, she had to like literally prescribe them so the pharmacy could like, they were only $3, but take them like, it looks like real legit doctor vitamin stuff, but like drugs and stuff. But it's like a little plastic thingy, a little plastic medicine. And she said I have to take it once a week. Now, I really thought she said take 1 a day for 4 weeks. But I counted, I was asking questions everywhere, and it's 1 a week for 8 weeks. So I knew I wasn't going to remember. So I told Siri to set up an alarm for every Saturday to make sure I take these pills. Because I'm not used to doing pills once a week. Like I can do the once a day and make sure I eat them once a day. But once a week, vitamin D. And that's the first thing. And she said once I'm done with the prescribed medicine, then I can do over-the-counter vitamin Ds. And I really don't remember how low my vitamin D was, but I don't know. It hasn't messed up my stomach, so I'm okay. So, and then the other one that she told me to take is this DHA. I don't even know what it means. Like, okay, I was on the phone, and so the lady was like, and you're gonna need to start taking DHA. And I'm sitting on the phone like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm just go and pick up some DHA. Yeah, yes ma'am, I can do. And as soon as I hung up, I was like, what the world is DHA? What? So I texted a friend. The friend was lost too, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I sent Gregory to the store. He don't know what DHA is, but I was looking it up. It was some big long name, but it's really like the omega-3 thingies. I don't know, and the fish oil and stuff. But I actually went on Amazon to buy it, and it was $25. And I do like these because it literally smells like strawberries. So it's a strawberry taste. And it is DHA. So I take these twice a day with food and water or something like that. Okay, like with food, and then I drink water to take it. DHA, $25. And this is supposed to help with supporting brain development or memory, and it's supposed to help with your development of eyes. And I assume it's when I become pregnant, or it's preparing me to be pregnant. So yeah, this is, it says high intensity omega-3 DHA for brain and nervous system support. But this actually doesn't say anything for, like, it's a prenatal, but it's part of the prenatal vitamin stuff. And then the last one I take, I know I'm pumping myself up with vitamins, is this little guy right here. Conception. So this one does not, and I read it on the reviews, this does not taste like strawberries. Like, listen, if I could do a review right now, I mean, I'm not a pro at reviews, but EU Natural Conception, when the reviews say it has a smell to it, trust that it has a weird smell to it. But you're not here to smell it. You're just here to just go ahead and take it. So it's female fertility, prenatal. I don't know what those words, I don't know. But it's suggested twice a day. But this little caution, it says to start 1 capsule once daily for 2 weeks. Use through first trimester for best results. Do not exceed 2 capsules at one time. So that kind of scared me when it was like, on start 1 pill a day with food for 2 weeks. So I was like, man, this must be like something serious. So I started with the 1 pill with food and water. And then, like, I was gradually going to 2 pills. But one day I went to 2 pills and, like, I had this massive headache. So I go back and forth with 2 pills, 1 pill. If I feel good, I'll do 2 pills. If I ain't feeling it, I'll do just 1. But this one, the doctor didn't say anything about this one. They just said make sure it has folate in it. And I don't even know what that means. But it does have folate in it if that's what you're looking for EU conception. I mean, I've been taking it more than 30 days. So it's really to, like, regulate you and your emotions. And there's a lot of reviews that say it helps with PCOS. I think that's what it is. So it's I don't know. I'm not pregnant yet, but we got our fingers crossed. But then, like, in the back of my head, I'm sitting here like, well, if prescribed Clomid and, like, the medical shots didn't work, I don't know how much hope I have in vitamins, but I'm still treading, still walking the journey. It's my journey. So, and these are $30. I don't know. When I'm pregnant, I'll tell you if it was worth it or not, but I don't know. Like, hopefully, we have a baby before we even start, like, these major procedures. Like, honestly, I don't want to. It's so uncomfortable doing all this stuff. But if the Lord sees fit that he would grant me a miracle and I wouldn't have to go lay up on the medical beds and stuff like that, then y'all gonna see me praise Allah right there. But other than, I don't have any other updates on infertility. It's just the vitamins. As soon as the restrictions lift and the world opens back up and we're able to be free again, then I can get some exams done. But fingers crossed that we have little Richmonds before that, because I don't want to, the insurance company does not cover. And I don't want to go through all those emotions. But y'all keep praying. Also, subscribe. If you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll also get notification if I come up pregnant and don't have to do the procedures. And then you're going to see me go through the journey of that too. Like, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on journeying this good old journey. So stay tuned so I can babble just a little bit more about when people talk about know your spouse first. When you get married, don't have kids right off the bat. Okay, so disclaimer is that, like, with this restriction, I literally can twist my own hair, but I honestly don't feel like it. I want to be out here saying, oh, the hair salons ain't open, so my hair gonna be looking a mess. And it is kind of looking a mess, but I don't feel like doing it. I want to be like everybody else and be all natural and stuff. Look, my nails is all gone. Look terrible. I mean, I like them, but it's something about when you get your nails done. But anyway, what I want to just babble about, I mean, like, page 8 is really about babbling about something. But when there was a couple of people that when me and Gregory finally got married, like if you really been like around and in my circle, you know that me and Gregory were engaged for about 2 years. I said it was 2 years. And that was a waiting process too. And then when we got married, we waited, but then like soon we wanted to have children, and come to find out, we was the 1 in 8. I think it's like 1 in 8 women or 1 in 8 couples. Hello, 1 in 8 couples struggle to conceive, and we were the 1 in 8. But what we ran into when I would tell someone like I want a baby, they kind of didn't know that I was going through the process, and I guess it was my fault for not telling them. But I kind of felt shamed and guilt, and like when they started going at it about you and your husband don't need no baby right now, and y'all should start knowing each other. Y'all don't even know each other. Y'all shouldn't be even worried about a baby and things like that. I didn't tell them. Like, we are going through a lot to have a baby. I want a baby. And they're like, travel the world. Y'all hadn't even been doing anything. Go do something. But what they don't know is me and Gregory have been riding on the same train track for quite some time here. So here's my babble. Like, this is where I'm gonna babble. Back way when I first started going to the church, I started going to the church that he had already attended. I was like 13 or 14, I don't know. But I started going, and I'm 34 right now, so you do the borrowing and adding and subtracting and all that good stuff. So like 13 or 14, and I knew him then, and so I thought he was a big weirdo. You were a weirdo, but honestly, I was definitely weird. Like, I'm still weird, and I like being weird. Okay. But he also thought I was weird. He knew I was weird. So 13, 14. But I stopped going to church, blah, 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 skip, fast forward, keep on going. And then I started working at Circuit City. So, but a lot of you guys know Circuit City closed down. So I think it was like 2009, 2010, where Circuit City closed down. And his mom was like, oh, why don't you try Lowe's? And they were more familiar with with the human resource person that worked there. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name, but thank you so much. You like family now, but like they were closer, I guess, to this family. And so Greg's mom was like, why don't you try Lowe's? So I tried Lowe's, and hello, you are definitely part of the journey of me and Gregory. So thank you, human resource person. I know you know who you are. I love you. Thank you for this. Thank you for hiring me. But I got hired on Lowe's, and that's where Gregory worked. And that was 2009, 2010. So we've been friends quite some time. But like, we became friends, and then we became best friends. But we were still like weird on each other. Like, dude, you're a weirdo. I know I'm weird. And I was still kind of going to the clubs, and I was doing a little smoking and drinking and things of that nature. Look, listen, honestly, Gregory is one of the people that told me to come on back to Jesus. Gregory was the one that was like never judging me. Like, and then sometimes, like, he knows I would like call him and be like, like randomly talking just because I didn't want to go to the club or drink or smoke or something like that. I don't know. So I kind of used him just so I can get my mind off of everything else. But like honestly, he was one that did not judge me. But he would always tell me I need to come on back to church. So I definitely appreciated that about him. So he really became my friend. He never judged me. You know, I was doing some crazy things, and I was able to tell him who I was dating, and he would tell me, "Ain't no way, ain't no way." But we weren't even thinking about each other that way. Like he was just a weirdo, and I was a weirdo. We were just friends, and we could laugh and joke. Like I called him Bishop, he called me Jill. Weird, I know, but that was my guy, and we became best friends. And that's like since 2009, 2010, 2011 is when I graduated, and him and they was in the audience, and they was one of the loudest ones next to my pops and my moms and my besties. So like we've been rocking for a while. As best friends, we would go to amusement parks. We went here and there. We had like the Fab Four that we would always go out of town with. We had fun. And I started knowing who Gregory was. And we were literally just best friends. But then I think the people started mingling. And they were like, y'all sure y'all don't like each other? Y'all sure y'all just best friends? And we was like, yeah. Ew. Ew. So like we did our thing. Like literally Gregory eats pork and I don't eat pork. So I was like, ain't no way I'm supposed to be married to him, and he over there chowing down on some pork and bacons and stuff. Ain't no way. Because then we had our own little preferences, and preference did not match each other at all, like honestly. But at the end of the day, there was, the moment where I thought that I might had a little something hidden in my heart. Okay, the moment where I thought there might have been something is when his dad's wedding. I was chilling in the back, and I seen Gregory come out the door. He was looking fine, like fine. Like I've never seen him like in a tux and a suit and all dressed up like that. And I was like, what's that feeling that just had happened? Like that man right there kind of looks sexy right now. Ew, that's supposed to be my best friend. Ew. But I was like, I'm thinking something might be hidden in the dungeons of my heart. He was looking fine that day. I don't know how I was looking. I don't know. But he was looking fine. And he wasn't worried about me that day. He was just doing his own thing. I don't even know if I went to the reception. I don't know. But that's when I was like, maybe. But then I was like, I'm going to hold this secret, because I think like one person, 2, 3, maybe 3. I don't know. I know my besties knew. But then my sister, like, we was like real sisters. Like my spiritual sister kind of knew this. And like I don't even know how I told her. I was like, I think I have a crush on him. I don't even know. It's my best friend, and I shouldn't have a crush on him. He ain't stunned me. So, but then there's this one moment where he was like, no, you can't date him because he don't know this about you, and he don't know this about you, and you need somebody that's this and that and that and this. And in the back of my head, and I was like, sound like you. But I ain't say nothing. I kind of just like shedded a tear or two. I held it all in. And he was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. Kind of hurt my feelings. I'm never going to find anybody because it's you. Anyway, but we have been rocking it that long, okay? Very long time. And we remained best friends. And then he broke up. Whew. There's a little time where we weren't friends at all. I'm going to babble about that on another day. I don't have that permission to talk about. But um but we came back together. But what I wanted to say is I almost feel like I've been married to him, not legally, like married to him since like 2010, 9. Like I've known him for that long. And we've been rocking it. We've been going here and there and there and here. So why tell me you should get to know him? Now, honestly, when you do get married, you learn a whole totally different side of a person. Like everything is exposed, and I had to realize that I was officially crazy. Like I'm like seriously crazy. But going through the waiting, I guess we were forced to wait, and we were forced to learn each other, and it was a good thing, kind of in a bad way, or a sad, disappointing way. I don't know, but in the waiting process, and going through like the infertility treatments and the shots and things, we learned each other spiritually too, because we learned that how each other reacts during disappointments, and we learned each other what happens when we face adversity. Like at first we were weaklings, like we couldn't figure nothing out, especially like in the front end going through infertility. I'm telling you that it shakes up a marriage seriously. Like it shakes it up. It shakes the whole foundation of marriage. Like it questions, am I even supposed to be married to you? Whew, that is rough. But we're not gonna go into them bumpy roads. It was bumpy. But I tell you, me and Gregory started like Marriage Monday. It was beautiful, because the roads got bumpy. Like I don't even know how to describe it, but it got bumpy because we just didn't know how to figure this journey out. Like I was going through my emotions and taking, I don't even know if they're fertility pills, and they make everything just intense and maximizing emotions, and I was crying for no reason, and I was getting mad for no reason. Like weird stuff was happening, and like he didn't know how to support. We didn't know this, and I guess some of it's my fault because I should have reached out and told people like this is what I'm going through. But a lot of people can't relate to it. You know how you have like try to get a mentor in there, and like the mentor has like 8 children. I just don't know. I didn't know who to talk to really. So that was far away in the conversations I had with people when they knew that me and Gregory was going through a whole lot. That's something that I literally did not mention, and I did not want to mention. I didn't want your opinion about that. Like I was going through. Like when you upset about everything, nothing makes sense, and whatever you say just it's not gonna work. But so we started our like Marriage Mondays, and like we had like little Bible studies for marriage, and like it wasn't, we were struggling, and so we decided to get a marriage counselor. And let me tell you, like it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good counselor. He came out of Florida, and we did like a Skype thing. We was like emailing back and forth, talking on the phone, so we can officially make the meeting go on. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. It started on a good path, but it was $80 an hour, and like literally when we were done with the Skyping, I think it was Skype, it was some virtual thing, but when we were done, it was really good information, and it told us what to do to get over to the next level. We looked at each other and we was like, $80 a week is too much, and like we used a credit card for that one, and even $80 every 2 weeks was too much. So we looked at each other. We was like, we gonna have to figure something out because we ain't paying $80 and it's too much. So we gonna have to figure this thing out together. So that's when we started like doing our marriage Monday. We was listening to like podcasts and stuff on Mondays. But the thing is, we focused on each other Monday, marriage Monday. So it's like if we had something going on, Monday is where we discussed all the hard things. And I loved it. Gregory, we should have marriage Mondays back. I mean, there's, I don't have nothing to talk about on the Monday. I mean, but so anyway, like just by waiting, it showed us who we were, and it revealed us, and it showed me a lot of me too. But for people to say, wait to have children, I don't know if that was like fair, but obviously we were definitely forced to. But that's it. I was just babbling today. It was really nothing specific to talk about. But when people say like, wait to have children, know each other, go places, we done. Like, I was a military baby, and I've been to places, and me and Gregory has been to like amusement parks we want to go to that we can think about. We travel. We've been there, done that. So for you to come and say, y'all not ready for children, just support the decision. Like, who is really ready to have kids? I mean, unless you like planned and have the money stashed, but who really knows? Like, every time I talk to somebody, it's like it's a learning. Every day you're learning to be a mother. And I can't wait. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing as a wife. I'm learning every day to be a wife. But I definitely we learned to lean on our support system, which was each other. And I love that about Gregory. So me and Gregory have been rocking it since, seriously, 2009. But before that, like, I met him way before that. But 2009 is when I met him, and we got all best friendy and serious, and that's it. But I do have to admit that it was hard to embrace this journey. Like, it was super hard. Like, when I tell you that I did not tell a lot of people this, like, I don't even remember really holding conversation about it with my mom. Like, nobody. I don't want to talk to anybody about it. And only probably like on Mondays that did me and Gregory talk about it. But I was always trying to hide the guilt and the shame of not being able to give my husband a baby, and everybody's just popping up with babies, and I wasn't able to have a baby, like, not yet. But one day I will, so be sure to just subscribe. And what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. But thank you for watching page 8, where I just wanted to talk about how me and Gregory have been rocking it since 2009. And for you to keep telling me to wait and not have children and say learn one another before you have children, you don't have to tell me no more. Like, this process has forced us to learn each other. Like, it was exposed in the beginning. Hardships in the beginning exposed. So we learned each other's spiritual ways. Who falls first? Like, I think my faith wavers a lot too. But as soon, like, I felt like I started embracing the journey. Embracing the journey felt a little empowering. Like, it's still scary to put this publicly. Like, those who, like, maybe don't like me might look at the video and just laugh at the hardships. But I tell you, my supporters outweigh my enemies. But definitely subscribe, hit the bell, if you are walking in this infertility process, you have a support, which is me. If you are walking through it silently and secretly, let me be your voice. You are not alone. You are not the only one that walks through this journey. I think it's like 1 in 8 couples struggle to have a baby and struggle to conceive. And a lot of people says like, relax, don't think about it. Listen, quarantine is the best time relaxing and not, well, I am thinking about it a lot, but I don't have to stress out about work and things like that. So hopefully we have a baby. Hopefully we get baby before they decide to put me in uncomfortable positions and take shots and pills and artificial insemination and whatever else they were saying. That's not gonna be fun. But y'all keep praying for us. Hit the bell, subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you won't get notifications. And page 8 was all about me babbling just because I needed to talk it out. Don't tell me to get to know my husband. We all right in that area. Amen and amen. Tune in for page 9 where I'm probably just going to babble some more because of COVID-19. I don't have a lot of updates. I'll figure something else. But if you have questions, like leave the comment and then I can speak about my experience and answer some questions. Just leave a comment, email me, text me, tell me what I need to talk about next because I promise to be sincere. That's the title of it all. Sincerely, Lady C. Thank you for joining me. See ya.